What's up, Star Wars fans? My name is Prince and I'm an urban acolyte. I've been hinting at the possibility of Moff Gideon being force sensitive in a few videos, and in this video I want to talk about the current owner of the Darksaber in the Mandalorian series, and I'm going to give you 3 reasons why I think that Moff Gideon is force sensitive. Now, the first reason why Moff Gideon is force sensitive is that I believe that he used the force in the Mandalorian season 1 finale to survive his TIE fighter crash. Now, recall that we got a huge WTF moment at the end of season 1 when Moff Gideon cut himself out of the TIE fighter using the Darksaber. Now, if you look closely at how the piece of the hull falls to the side, look, there's something there that just never really sat right with me. The first time I saw it, I was in shock and awe because Moff Gideon had the Darksaber, but when I went back to look at the epilogue a second time, I just couldn't stop thinking that maybe he used the force to remove that piece of the hull to get out of the TIE fighter. Now, I do admit that this reason does sound pretty weak, but it's what got me to start considering back then that Moff Gideon could possibly be force sensitive. Now, the second reason on my list that I believe that Moff Gideon is force sensitive is because, look, in Star Wars Legends, Palpatine made it a practice to have force sensitive assets in various positions in the Empire. I know it was Legends, but in the canon, Palpatine has plans on top of plans. The Rise of Skywalker showed that Palpatine had an entire cult of followers who practiced the Sith religion despite not actually being Sith. And it only makes sense that some of them may have actually been force sensitive. So this makes even more sense considering that Palpatine told Vader that there were others waiting in line to become his next apprentice in the event that Vader fell or that he proved himself to be unworthy of his position. So, I can see Moff Gideon being an important asset to Palpatine as an ISB agent under Colonel Yularen, and then eventually being promoted to Moff during the Galactic Rebellion after Yularen's death aboard the first Death Star. So, putting Gideon in a position that high within the Empire, that would have made it easier for Gideon to assist with carrying out any of Palpatine's plans, especially if those plans pertain to Palpatine's contingency. Now, the final reason that I believe Moff Gideon is force sensitive comes from comments that the man playing Moff Gideon, Giancarlo Esposito, has been making about his character ever since January. So back in the winter, Esposito revealed that Gideon would be using the Darksaber a lot in season 2 and that he would have no problems using it to fight. There were also the comments from a July interview when he referred to Moff Gideon as Vader's heir.
Because is he really that fallen hero? Is he, is he a descendant of Darth Vader? Who is he? What does he want? Mm-hmm. He knows all about everything.
That comment raised a number of questions, and my personal thought is that it might be referencing something from the Jedi Prince series of books. Now, even more recently, Esposito made some more eyebrow-raising statements in an interview with Sci-Fi Wire. He was asked if Moff Gideon is force sensitive, and he replied, "I say that's a possibility. I can't say for sure that is completely the truth, but look, we've seen him come out of his TIE fighter, and we've seen him also with the Darksaber." He goes on to say, "I would have to say that there's some surprises coming down the pike in regards to the connection he has to the Force. You don't quite know where he fits in there, but he certainly has some information that we don't that connects him to the old school." So here, Giancarlo Esposito teases us again about this possible connection to Vader and Palpatine. Now, my thoughts on all of this are that Gideon is force sensitive. As we get into his backstory, I think there's an easy explanation for why he never became a Jedi, and for the people thinking he would have been an Inquisitor, look, the Inquisitors were former Jedi, so for whatever reason, he just never becomes a Jedi, and who knows how many people in the Star Wars galaxy that are just force sensitive people walking around living their daily lives. Think about it. Palpatine was never found by the Jedi Order, and look what happened to him. At some point, Plagueis finds him and he ends up wiping out the Jedi and ruling the galaxy. So for now, look, I just want you to hold on to the thought that Moff Gideon may actually be force sensitive, and he may be working with Palpatine, And I want to talk more on both of those ideas in another video that's coming up soon. So stay tuned for that one. But hey, be sure to follow my videos on The Mandalorian because, look, I have a feeling that Moff Gideon is going to be even more interesting in season 2 than even Baby Yoda. And I mean, this is with Ahsoka and all the Clone Wars and Rebels related stuff that we might be seeing in season 2. So basically, I think Moff Gideon is going to be huge in season 2. But hey, y'all, that's all I got to say for now on this topic. So I'm going to end on that note. So thanks for watching. Y'all keep on breathing, and I'll see you on the next video.